a great all-round modern instrument that can do everything actually flawlessly. It's brilliantly put together.
Hi, Conan at Project Music here. Now, I'm lucky enough to be Mayones brand manager here at Project Music, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different for you on YouTube. Today, I've pulled St Pier, one of the co-owners of Project Music, in to get his hands on a guitar that I think he's going to quite like. He's more of a sort of a vintage spec kind of guy, tellies, strats, all that sort of thing, and this is kind of the perfect Mayones for him, I think, the Aquila HSS. See how you get on.
Okay. So, first of all, is this a stock model or is this custom ordered by us?
So that particular one was custom ordered by us, and it's just arrived. And basically, the main difference of that to the, if you will, the very stock one is the colour. Really, we went for a dirty red burst flame, and I think it's come out really lovely.
Yeah, you can see the flame really nicely.
But the rest of it is kind of pretty standard for the Aquila. Obviously, with Mayones, you can customise most of the things on there. It's a different wood for the body. You can go quilt tops. You can have different things like that, different colours, all that sort of thing. Yeah. But for the most, it is, you know, under the umbrella of a custom order guitar.
Well, I mean, I obviously what they're going for is a bit more of a hybrid build, I would say.
I'd say so. Yep.
So Mayones is well known as a sort of a very contemporary, ultimate high-end contemporary guitar builder. This is stepping away from that a little bit, instantly recognisable shape, and to me, what draws me towards it. Not that there's anything wrong with any of the other Mayones models, it's just that I have a more, as Conan said, a more vintage taste to my guitars. And this is, visually speaking, I'm just turning it over and looking at the curves on the back and the way that they've attached the neck to the body. It's crossing over between being a contemporary guitar and one that has a bit of a nod, a bit of an aim in the direction of a slightly more traditional feel, which should be right up my street. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what a lot of the Sur models are going for, which is a nice crossover between an ultimate sort of modern performance instrument, really. Okay, so the neck, a very nice modern neck. Not overly thin, but slender and comfortable. I find that a lot of very modern guitars, things like ESPs or LTDs or some of the Ibanez, for me, can be a little bit too slender, a bit too thin. But this is a very comfortable neck. And I'd say that I can't imagine many people not enjoying that neck. Stainless steel frets?
So stainless steel frets, it's a 12-inch board.
Okay.
And it's a maple neck, but it's their thermally enhanced wood. So it's basically a baked, their version of baked neck and fretboard.
And that's bird's eye on there, isn't it?
On the fretboard,
that's really nice. It's probably hard to see it on a screen, but the flame on this and the bird's eye maple fingerboard is really very, very good quality pieces of wood that they're using here. So 12-inch radius.
12-inch radius on that one, yeah.
Am I right in saying that a lot of the Mayos are maybe 16?
Yeah, so they're even flatter for a lot of them, yes.
So once again, that's a nod more in the slightly more vintage, although 12 is by no means, 12-inch radius is a very modern radius fingerboard. Yeah. It's less so than their other models.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for me, as somebody who plays a lot of Telecasters and Strats, this is feeling very modern, but actually not a million miles away from the sort of feel and the character that I enjoy. One thing I'm noticing straight away is it's super resonant neck. I mean, just acoustic. I can feel the thing in my hands, on my lap.
I think there's
vibrating, moving.
Yeah, all the synergy these guys get very, very well. I think it's partly to do how perfect the neck joins to the body, things like that. All of those things to get the right levels. And coming through,
looking around it, I mean, looking at things like the quality of the binding, as an example, it is actually flawless. It's perfectly built, and fingerboard on top of the neck. It's all exactly what you would expect from a really premium guitar builder. So we've got locking tuners on there.
Locking tuners, yep.
Trem, what's the...
So that's a Goto 510 vintage trem on that one.
Which is a very reliable, ever-ready,
very, very
popular choice trem. So what we got on the pickup side of things?
So they're Lollar Pickups on this one. They've got an Imperial low wind in the bridge, which has a coil tap as well, so you have a bit more option there. And then you've got the Lollar 64s in the neck and the middle.
Okay.
So it covers kind of all bases.
Yeah.
They're just a great sounding set of pickups. And I think they work incredibly well on that mid-ground thing where, yes, it's a kind of even though it's low wind, you'd expect that not to necessarily handle gain and things like that well. But when you actually put it through something with a bit more bite, then they are incredibly clear pickups. They are fantastic.
So, I mean, I would say, judging by the pickup selection and the overall feel of this guitar, it's aiming itself as a really high quality, high spec working guitar for a player who's in the studio recording. Performing various different types of music, because it's just going to lend itself to lots of different things.
When you do it, just go through a few of the pickup selections. I think we're just on pure clean with a bit of reverb at the moment.
Okay, so. Wow, okay. It's a lot of control. Okay, that's a very familiar. Okay, what we got in the middle? There's a lot of different options there. We're just going through one setting. I often find if you hear lots of different settings on a quick run through, a quick review, it's difficult to tell what the pickups are actually doing in comparison to each other.
You can definitely hear the versatility there.
Yeah, it's very, very versatile. Right, there's just... There's just tons of tones there, and I've just got a bit carried away there noodling around on that, but it's showing me that there's an awful lot you can pull out of this guitar. Really steps Mayo away from that very slick modern thing. It hangs on to that, it's in there. To my ears, particularly versatile guitar, just aiming at a great all-round modern instrument that can do everything actually flawlessly. It's brilliantly put together.
Well, I'll put you down for a blue one then, shall I?
I'll have a blue one, please. Yeah, thank you.
Lovely. Right, we'll get on to that. So obviously, if you've got any questions about Mayones, the Aquila, obviously maybe doing a custom order with Mayones or anything like that, then please pop an email over to us at sales@projectmusic.net. I'll put all of the links and things like that into the description. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.